A strong reliance on loved ones living and working in South Africa to deliver goods across the border. In an innovative industry-first move, international money transfer service Hello Paisa has launched a free app. It allows the ordering of goods from South Africa as well as same-day collection and free delivery. To tell us more is Sejal Magan, that's Hello Paisa's executive head. Sejal, good evening.
Good evening, Rebecca.
The name of this app, am I going to get it right? Is it Malaicha.com?
Malaicha.com.
Malaicha.com.
Yes,
okay. What was the motivation behind creating this?
So I think to create some context, I would need to give you a brief history of the Hello Group.
A quick brief history,
Quick brief history, yes, sure. For the past 14 years, we've brought solutions to the problems faced by many people. And an international calling solution, an international money remittance solution, a banking product, as well as now a innovative way, as you say, for Zimbabweans living in South Africa to send groceries to their loved ones back home.
All right, so how does it work?
Very simple. It's an Android app which you can download from the Google Play Store. You simply create a recipient of who you want to collect the goods, then choose the groceries that you would like to order, pay for them, and as you mentioned, same-day collection in Zimbabwe.
So these would be stores in South Africa? Where are these stores?
No. So these stores are in Zimbabwe.
Oh,
the user would then choose the products off the app. And due to the fact that we want to guarantee availability of product and also assure our user that they are paying the lowest possible price for these goods, we've sourced the goods ourselves, imported it into Zimbabwe, and then made it available for collection by the loved one in Zimbabwe.
So there's a cost of these goods and the cost of getting these goods to Zimbabwe for you and then to somebody's house, or they go and collect it? They go collect it themselves? Is it delivered? How does it work?
Yes. So most certainly they can collect it, or I deliver it door to door. So what we've realized is we serve young and old, and sometimes it's very difficult for a person to make it to our store to collect it due to old age. And that's why we found it necessary to actually deliver the product to the person's doorstep.
And it doesn't affect the price? It doesn't make it more expensive?
It's
because
a free
you're able
delivery.
To do it? Okay, and the price of the goods themselves are competitive? I mean, will they be lower than what they would find?
Most certainly. That was part of the major research that we did when launching this product, is we needed to make sure that the informal way of transporting these goods that was previously used by these people was, more expensive than our product. We had to make sure that we were cheaper.
So who would be able to use this app? Because I would imagine that somebody in an outlying area of Zimbabwe would be most in need, but might not have the technology needed to use this, to use the service.
So it's a Zimbabwean living in South Africa that would actually use the app.
Oh.
And then they would choose the products that they need for their loved ones back home. They would actually make the selections of the products that they needed and then pay for it in South Africa.
Okay, so I see. It's not people in Zimbabwe who are doing this, it's people in South Africa sending it rather than having to put it in a taxi and send it, or on a bus across the border.
Exactly.
Okay, well, that's quite novel. Do you have people using this already?
Most certainly. So what we have with the Hello Paisa is the international money remittance service. So we have a captive customer base to Zimbabwe already. So already thousands of people using the product in the last 3 months.
And everything gets there successfully, gets there on time, nothing goes missing along the way?
Absolutely not. Because we control the supply chain completely, we can guarantee that your goods arrive safely.
So are you planning to extend this? Would they be able to send stuff from South Africa there at some point, or is it just within Zimbabwe for now, and that's how it's going to stay?
No, Rebecca, let me correct you. It's from South Africa to Zimbabwe.
Okay.
That is exactly the offering.
Okay, not from shops in Zimbabwe. Okay, so that's where my confusion came in. I was like, well, why can't they just go get it themselves if it's there in Zimbabwe? Okay, great. So you're planning to expand this. It's relatively new, and it's free.
Yes.
It's free. Okay, fantastic. All right, so there you go. If you have that headache of sending stuff to your family in Zimbabwe every month and you don't quite know if it's actually going to get there when you put it on that bus or